Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your authority and convert with ease. Today's tip is don't chase pennies when you're after dollars. We're in mid-2021 and the podcast world is seeing some changes thanks to Apple Podcasts. Apple announced iOS 14.5. There's a new Apple Podcast app, and Apple has introduced Apple Podcast subscriptions. Whether you're working on an Apple computer or not, if you're a podcaster, you should be aware of what Apple Podcast is doing because as the big dog, you want to know how these changes could affect your show. I talked a little about the new iOS and the new app features in episode 127. Today, I want to talk to you specifically about the new Apple subscriptions. I'm not going to get into the weeds here of how this new model is going to work, but more so if you should or shouldn't use this subscription model for your show. And yes, this falls under the classification of monetizing your podcast. So many podcasters want to make money podcasting. I can't blame you. And yes, you can do it. There are lots of different ways. Subscriptions is one of them. I've talked before about two different types of podcasters there are in episode 75, why you need to know your podcast type. And yes, this is a very simplified look at these two styles of shows. The first is podcasting for your business, as in you're using podcasting to market what you do. You may be a service provider or a coach who has programs or courses to sell, and you want to build your authority to sell your offerings. The other type of podcaster is one whose content or audience is for sale. So when you have a substantial audience, you can invite advertisers to sell to them. Or if you have amazing content, subscriptions basically skips the middleman and you ask for the money yourself. And yes, this model has existed for a long time already. Likely there is already an option through your podcast host to charge for behind-the-wall content. Or you may have a show, say, on a membership platform like Patreon. But when Apple Podcasts say they're introducing Apple Podcast subscriptions and sends out an email telling everyone about it, well, shit hits the fan, man. I got a large number of clients myself that are asking me, what the hell's going on with Apple Podcasts and what should I do about these subscriptions? They're wondering, will this mean people have to pay for my show since I'm on Apple Podcasts? The answer is no. Your current followers or subscribers who listen to your show on Apple Podcasts will not be charged to hear your past or future episodes. But now you're thinking, should I be charging them? Well, that's a much bigger question. And if you're going to go down this road, you need to also consider Apple's freemium service, which allows you to charge for things like bonus content. But, I read that you can't do this for specific episodes. This would be like the ad-free version of your entire show. But again, you really need a solid strategy around how you're going to execute this and ask yourself, is it better to chase pennies when your goal is to make dollars with your offers? The answer will be different for every show. I mostly work with business owners who are or want to use podcasting to grow their business. I help them create a purpose-driven podcast to build their authority and convert listeners into clients. I don't, nor would I, recommend subscriptions to my clients. If you want to get your message out there and grow your audience, don't put up a barrier. Don't put up a paywall. Give it away. Let them have it. Create mad value. The more time they can spend with you and the more accessible you are, the better. So when it comes to the new Apple Podcast subscriptions, if you're podcasting for your business, I don't think you need to complicate things. Keep it free for your listeners. And this means you don't have to do anything different to your hosting platforms, your RSS feed, or going into Apple and start uploading to them directly. Don't do anything different. Just keep serving your audience like crazy. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Now, if you want to talk podcast strategy or talk about the best ways to monetize your show, or you're thinking about starting a show and just have a few questions, I'm easy to access. And I'm still free. At least for a 15-minute coaching call. Try me out. Take me for a test drive. Book your free 15-minute coaching call right now at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Walberg. See ya!